Good day everyone, this is Munir from Brief Ball. People have been asking the question, is Mark Cuban at risk here? Is there something? If this gets worse for him, and I doubt it's going to get better, I think he gets a lot of explaining to do. Listen, it's hard to compare him to Donald Sterling. This is different, and I'm not really looking at the severity or trying to measure the severity, but from a practical point of view, people ask questions about Cuban. Could he lose the team? And I will say this about that. Mark Cuban has been all in all, certainly a very successful owner in the league. Probably the most well-known owner in pro sports. I don't really think there is another owner who crosses over. He is a celebrity, he is a reality show, he got the Shark Tank, all those things and so. Mark Cuban would make a street fight, and I don't think the league wants a street fight with Mark Cuban. You saw what happened with him and the SEC when they went after him, and what he turned it into. Because he has a platform and an ability to go back at people, and Mark to me is one of the great gatherer of information. And if you don't think Mark Cuban will say, well, what about this guy and that thing, and that owner and that thing, that maybe nobody else knows about, I don't know that the NBA wants that war. Mark at least have gotten out, apologized for that. You got to give him credit for that. But I don't think this is over. I think SI has a lot more. As you saw with Harvey Weinstein's situation, once there is one story, there is a lot of people then become more empowered to step up and speak. And I do think that Mark has more allies among owners than people might think. Because for a lot of reasons. Number one, a lot of owners feel the same way Cuban does about officiating. And they love that Mark is willing to take it on himself, be on the front lines. It's whether it's been critical the officials or pushing for a specific change in the hierarchy or the process or whatever. Because he is willing to put himself on the front line of it. And for that reason he has more allies among his peers than maybe people might perceive him to have. I think he has actually been one of the more influential owners in the last maybe 10 years, I would say. He gets a powerful voice, and among the new owners, Mark is one of the loudest guys in the room. And I think he is able to, as Dr. Bus was, sort of can get a coalition together. Like when there needs to be a vote on something, when there needs to be a consensus on something, a lot of that falls on Mark. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe here.